Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Conquer FX and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're new to the channel, can you please show some love and subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell so that you get informed when I release new content. So guys, in today's video, I'll be speaking about imbalance, how to use the concept of imbalance in your smart money trading concepts. So without wasting any time, guys, let us just get into the video. So, what do you mean by imbalance? Let me just show you this small sketch to properly explain what is it that I'm talking about. So, guys, if you think about it, when price shortly reacts from a level of supply, you'd see the banks getting involved and you'd see heavy movement pushing price to the downside. Now, usually when that happens, the sellers are more than the buyers, so you'd find that price is imbalanced. So basically this is what I'm talking about. If you look at your first, second and third candlesticks, right from the wick of the first candlestick up until the third candlestick's wick, and then you mark out those two levels from this level right over here up until this level right over here. This whole zone is what you call your imbalance. Basically, there are more sellers than buyers, and according to the market, that is imbalance, and the market has to come back and balance out the amount of sellers and buyers at a certain level of price. So that is imbalance. So now let me show you imbalance in the actual market. Let's just go to the actual market so that I can show you what is it that I'm actually talking about. Oh man. Okay, so guys, firstly, let us just go through a trade that I took on GBP yesterday. Price had shortly reacted from a level of supply and we got tagged in. No, not that we got tagged in, price tapped into the level of supply. I did miss this entry right over here simply because it was still early in the morning, but around I'm not sure, it was between 9 and 12, price came back to this level right over here and we got tagged in. So this was our entry. We're targeting these previous lows and these lows right over here. Now, right over here, there's yet no imbalance. We're taking the trade shortly because of the break of structure to the upside and the change of character which we have just had. So now going to the next screenshot. Okay, just do this. Going to the next screenshot, as you can see, price now, as we got tagged in, price started moving to the downside. And right over here, at this level over here, we had three clean candlesticks moving to the downside. And they hardly had any wicks, so that is why I marked them out. I marked this out as imbalance because we had three candlesticks moving to the downside with no wicks. So I marked this out as imbalance. And we're just shortly broken structure. Like right over here, just shortly broken structure and the level of supply. I did mark it out. We did get tagged into this trade. So this is just to show you guys that the concepts that I go over, I actually do take them in the market. I don't just use the replay tool to show you some cool fancy things. No guys, these trades I do take them. And as you can see on this trade on this was GJ. There was a whole lot of imbalance right over here. As you can see, okay, right over here I did mark out the imbalance, the level of demand. Price just tapped in slowly, tapped in a bit, and price started to move. So guys, let us just go over this. So as I was showing you from the screenshots, uh, let me just quickly do this. Let me just take out the replay tool, because I did get like people telling me that it's easy to use the replay tool. It's easier easier to analyze because you studied the market before. No, these are things that like I've actually put a lot of time into, to actually master it. It was not something which like came easy to me. So price had just reacted off from this level of supply right over here, and we missed this. Yeah, this was 8 in the morning. I was still preparing to go to school right over here. So this was 8 in the morning. I did miss this trade, but I did realize that we have another level of supply simply because of this was our most recent break of structure. This was our most recent break of structure, and this is the level of demand that caused the internal change of character. Now, when I'm talking about internal and external is the break of structures and the change of characters that happen in the bigger time frames, and internal is the smaller time frames. So basically, these are the things that you look into when you want to take a trade on the smaller time frames. This is how I refine my entries. So price did react from this level of supply right over here, and shortly after we got into the zone and out, we took the sells and we're just stop loss. And as you saw from the screenshot, this was TP1, this was TP2, so we're targeting all the way up until down here, which is a 1 to 8 risk reward ratio, guys. So as you can see, price started to move. Now guys, right over here, look at this candlestick from here up until all the way here. Now this is where the imbalance is at, because we have a level of supply and 3 candlesticks moving to the downside without any wicks. These are small wicks, so they don't affect the market that much. These are very, very small wicks. So if I drop to the 5-minute time frame, let's just do this. This is the level of supply which I had marked out for re-entries on this whole setup, because I understood that this on the 15-minute is my imbalance. This is my imbalance. Price would come and balance out the market again and then just move on dropping. So as you can see right over here, price came, took out the imbalance, and just right over here we got tagged in. We got tagged in right over here, and the stop loss was, and the second entry we were just targeting these lows right over here again with the initial entry. So on this one setup, I took 3 trades. First trade hit TP, second trade was still running, and I had my third trade entry right over here. So price did go all the way down and then retraced again. And the nice thing about using smart money concept, guys, look at how much price retraced. But if you actually think about it, my trade was still in the blues. It was hardly affected. Even if it came back to this level of supply, I would have been like down a maximum of $20 before it actually hits my stop loss. So today price did actually move a bit to the upside, almost reaching the same level of supply, but then price did go down again, not taking out, but like reaching our take profit. So our take profit was hit right over here. So we secured nice trades. And overall we still have order flow which is bearish, so we are still holding a couple of GBP positions on higher time frames, and hopefully those are the trades which are going to help me drop out of school, because trading and being in school is kind of difficult, guys. It's not easy. So let me just show you other places in the market whereby imbalance played a huge role. So right over here we have break of structure to the downside. We have, look at that, look at the gap. Look at the gap. This was from, that gap was from this week up until this week. So all of this was imbalanced. and price closed all of this imbalanced, coming to this level of supply, tagging the smart money traders in, and then going down with them. And eventually price shot up due to I think it was a CPI event. Now, we were very careful. We did take the trades to the downside, but when price got here, we were aware of this level of supply right up here, which was not mitigated yet. And this was just a build-up of a large sum of liquidity. This was a large sum of liquidity. So our trades got taken out at break even because we were looking to take out these lows, but we did place our trades at break even. So because we were aware and suspicious that price could get taken all the way up to the top due to that event, and as predicted, price took out our entries and took out all of this liquidity because a lot of people kept on selling, 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 selling. Now guys, the next video will be about liquidity. This was just to show you imbalance, how imbalance actually works in the forex market and how beautifully it helps you to improve on your skills. Now imbalance can be used on whatever time frame, as long as it does meet the four criteria of you identifying your levels of supply and demand. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. Love you guys. Peace out.